Assalamu alaikum everyone. Today we are going to do numerical problems of chapter 2 which are related to full wave rectification and series bias clippers. Our first problem is from full wave rectification. We need to sketch the V0 output for the network of the given figure given below, and we need to determine the DC voltage available. So this is a circuit given to us. So we need to determine the output voltage and the DC level of the output voltage. We have been given an input waveform. It's a sinusoidal with peak to peak 100, peak to peak varying from 100 to minus 100. We have two diodes in the bridge configuration and two resistance, and we have a load 2.2 kilo ohms. Can you visualize over here? This is a little different circuit because the resistance is not connected in between the bridge. But if we look carefully, we can see one terminal is connected with the center of the bridge, and the other terminal is grounded. At the other end, we can see a ground again. So we know the grounds are common. So this will be same as like connecting the resistance in between the two diodes. So this is the same configuration. So this is the circuit of a full wave rectifier. Now we need to analyze the circuit. During the positive half of the cycle, the diode on the right side is forward bias, so it is the on diode, and diode at the left side is reverse bias, so it is open circuit. Redrawing the circuit, we get the circuit drawn over here. You can see we have a 2.2 k ohm resistance, which is our load resistance, then 2.2 kilo ohms at the bottom, and we have a parallel branch of 2.2 kilo ohms. Firstly, since we have two branches in parallel, the total voltage at each branch will be 100 volts, which is the input positive voltage. So this voltage is being divided into two resistance of 2.2 kilo ohms. So we are using the formula of voltage divider rule. So 2.2 k into VI maximum divided by 2.2k plus 2.2k. So this gives us 50 volts because the voltage is being divided now. So we add in the positive cycle, we get output voltage with the sinusoid. It will be sinusoidal voltage with a peak of 50 volts. Then during the negative half of the cycle, the diode on the right side is reverse bias and diode on the left side is forward bias. So again we have a circuit as shown over here. Redrawing the circuit, we can see now the bottom terminal is positive and the upper terminal is negative of the power supply. Then we have 2.2k, a series of 2.2k and in parallel with 2.2 kilo ohms. So again we have a voltage divider rule. We have to apply it over here and get the output voltage. One thing to be noted is the voltage polarity for in both the cycles is same, and the direction of current in both cycle is same. So it will give us full wave rectification in which we have output voltage of single polarity. So getting the output voltage, it comes out to be 50 volts. Now the second part of this question is we need to find the VDC. So you can see the output voltage waveform over here. It is the full wave rectification. So we know the VDC of full wave rectifier is 0.636 Vm. So put in the value 0.636 into 50, which gives us 31.8 volts. We have another question from full wave rectification. We have to sketch the output waveform of the figure given below, and we need to determine the output DC voltage. Now we have the same circuit, but the difference is the position of diodes. So now the diodes are connected in the left branch, and we have resistance in the other branches. So you can see the resistor over here, load resistor over here is connected in the center of the bridge. So this is the same circuit as the previous one with the different diode positions. Over here the bridge is again constructed using two diodes only, and two will be the resistances. So let's start solving this problem. So during the positive pulse of Vi, the top left diode is off and the bottom left diode is on. So again we have two resistances in parallel. So the parallel combination gives us 1.1 kilo ohms, and output peak voltage will be divided between 1.1 kilo ohms and 2.2 kilo ohms. So this gives us output voltage of 56.67 volts. During the negative peak of Vi, the top left diode is on and the bottom diode is off. So again we have the same formula for the output voltage. So this gives us 1.1 kilo ohms into 170 divided by 1.1 kilo ohms plus 2.2 kilo ohms, which is 56.67. We draw the output waveform, which is again a full wave rectified output sinusoid with the peak value of 56.67 volts. Now we need to determine the VDC. So the formula is 0.636 into V out peak, which is 56.67. So this gives us VDC 36.04. We have another problem, problem 3, in which we need to determine the output waveform for the network shown below uh, for the input shown over here. So we have a 20 to minus 20 volts sine wave. We have a series clipper circuit. One is a biased clipper and one is an unbiased clipper. So we need to determine the output waveform for these two circuits separately. As you can see, we have to do the analysis for a silicon diode. You can see that for the part A, the diode is in the opposite direction. So during the positive cycle of the sine wave, the diode is open circuit and there will be no current flowing through the circuit, and V out will be 0. During the negative cycle of the sine wave, the diode will be forward bias after 0.7. So for minus 20 is less than Vi is less than minus 0.7, the diode will be on. If we apply the voltage in the reverse polarity, when the voltage is less than 0.7, the diode starts conducting. So you can see the waveform over here. Now if we write the KVL for this, what will be the KVL? You need to write the KVL for this. So we have positive minus Vn. No, okay, going in the anti-clockwise direction, we have positive Vn, then minus V0 plus 0.7 is equals to 0. So V0 will be equal to Vn Vn plus 0.7. So putting the negative value of Vn, which is minus 20, this gives us minus 19.3. So you can see the amplitude in the reverse direction is minus 19.3. So and if we put minus 0.7, if we put minus 0.7 over here, then minus 0.7 will make it 0. Okay, that you can see over here, we are going to analyze the figure B. The direction of the diode is in such a way that it will be conducting in the negative cycle of the input voltage. So the negative cycle should be there, and checking the DC voltage source. So we have seen that negative is connected with the negative and positive is connected with the positive. So diode is already forward biased by 8 volts. So you can see that the output, the positive of the diode is held at 8 volts. So as soon as the voltage is less than 8 volts at the negative, during the negative peak or during the input voltage, the diode will be conducting. So we have the voltage, the wave that more the conduction period will be increased, as I have explained in the lecture. Now if we want to write the KVL equation, what will we have? We have positive VI minus V naught minus 8 is equals to 0, or V naught will be equal to minus Vn and minus 8. So put the values in the equation. If we put minus 20 over here, which is the negative peak, we get minus 28. If we write 8 volts, that will be 0. So that means the 8 volt will be shifted to 0 and 20 will be shifted to minus 20, as over here in the figure. So you can see the conduction period is increased in the case of already forward biased diode. Okay, this is again a series clipper. One is biased and one is unbiased. So we need to determine the output waveform V0 for the circuit. Let's start analyzing the circuit. Now, but one thing different over here is now we have a square wave from 12 volts to minus 12 volts. So coming to the part A, we have a series clipper. The diode will be conducting during the positive cycle, so we will be expecting a positive cycle at the output. Then this is a silicon diode, so and we are taking the output across 1.8 kilo ohms, and we have a 2.2 kilo ohms in series, so the output voltage will be 1.8 into 12 minus 0.7, which is the voltage drop across the diode, divided by 1.8 plus 2.2. This gives us the 0.09 volts. So during the negative peak, the diode will be reverse biased, so the diode will be open circuit. So you can see diode will be conducting during the positive cycle, giving us a peak of 5.07 of 09 and 0 volts in the negative peak. So coming to the figure B, in this figure B, we have seen the diode is forward biased by 4 volts. So that means as the negative is held at minus 4 volts, and if we give a positive voltage more than minus 4 volt, it will be conducting. So the output wave voltage will be V naught minus 0.7 plus 4. V in minus 0.7 plus 4. Putting in the values, if we put in 12 volts over here, we will be getting 15.3, and so the peak will be 15.3 in the positive cycle and 0 during the negative cycle when the diode is open circuited. We have a series bias clipper again with a square waveform, but now the voltage is from 20 volts to minus 4 volts. You can see we are taking the voltage across 1 kilo ohm resistance with a DC biasing of 4 volts with an ideal diode. So let's analyze this circuit. We can see that the diode is the positive is connected with the negatives as side of the diode, making it a reverse bias by 4 volts. And the direction of the diode suggests that it will be conducting during the negative peak, negative cycle. So writing the equation Kirchhoff voltage law during the negative cycle, we have minus 5 volts plus 4 minus V naught is equals to 0, or V naught is equals to minus 1 volts. So you can see during the positive cycle we have 0 volts, and during the negative cycle we have minus 1 volt, because the diode is already reverse biased by 4 volts.